Hey guys, Super Godzilla Final Wars here. Today I am back once again with another video. Today I'm back with my thoughts and opinions on Rwby Volume 9. Now, as we all know, Rwby Volume 9 was released months ago. And most people are, well, almost the majority of people are saying this is like the best Rwby volume, mainly because it doesn't involve Remnant. Now, I don't know why people have a problem with Remnant. Like, it's just a different world. Like, what's the big problem with Remnant? And I know I'm going to be doing my review of this volume eventually with Super Burning Godzilla and Dark Dragon. I'm going to do my review of the series, of this particular season, but for now, I might as well give you guys my thoughts and opinions on it, and what I liked about it, and what I didn't like about it. But yeah, again, if you guys want my full review of Rwby Volume 9, stay tuned for my review with Super Burning Godzilla and Dark Dragon. So for me personally, when this particular volume started, let's go all the way back to episode 1. Episode 1 was a very interesting episode to me, honestly. And I honestly find it really interesting. So, like, I just kind of didn't like on how Volume 9 kind of decides to like, I don't like how Weiss decides to not tell Blake or Rwby about what happened until eventually they find Yang. Like, I just hate how she was keeping a secret. Like, I understand what most people are saying, why Weiss did what she did. But me personally, I just find it really stupid. And honestly, I liked how in each episode had its own moments. But this particular volume mainly focuses on Rwby. Now, the reason why I say this is because, well, basically, you know, ever since volume frickin' 3, that Rwby's character was going to change. Like, she was going to get a character development eventually. But this was something I did not see coming. Now, what I mean is, well, sorry about that. Anyways, moving on. Like, I understand that the events of Volume 3 did change Rwby's character a lot, but this was something I did not expect. And Rwby continued to basically be kind of like this. And most people say that Rwby's not a person who would normally open up about her feelings because she thinks that people will just push her away or get mad at her for it. Like, that part I understand, but she could have at least tried to talk about what her problems were and what she was really feeling. This particular volume just focuses on Rwby's character. Like, within a way, this volume was giving Rwby a really huge character development. And that was something that I actually kind of liked. Because I felt like Rwby needed a season where she needed to let out all of her feelings and frustrations and everything. But the thing is, folks, the thing freaking is that when she finally gets to the part where she lets out her feelings, this happened in episode 7, by the way, or chapter 7, or whatever you want to call it. It's kind of irritating, let alone frustrating, to see no one trying to calm Rwby down, no one trying to talk to her calmly, no one is trying to do anything to comfort Rwby. Instead, they just rather stand there shocked and look sad, or hid behind another person like a coward. I'm looking at you, Blake. I'm looking at you, Blake. Or just freaking pushing her away even more, like how Yang and John do. Speaking about John, okay, for starters, I did not expect John to become like the rusted knight in the series. Let alone basically be the, well, I would say the oldest, but not really. But basically be the oldest character in Rwby. Again, the reason why I say not really is because, well, Ozpin and Salem, they're technically the older characters in the entirety of Rwby. And I know what you guys are going to say, but Ozpin doesn't count because he transfers his soul into another person. Well, that part may be true, but still, Ozpin has like decades of experience. He had centuries of experience. So basically, yeah, Ozpin does count within a way. And by the way, I do like the new look that they gave John, like this whole knight armor, and he even has the appearance of a knight. But back to episode 7, I didn't like the part where John blames Rwby for everything that has happened to them. Like, this, seriously, what the F, man? You and her used to be friends. Now, those of you might say, well, they still are friends. Not in my eyes. Not in my eyes. I don't see the two being friends anymore. Like, if I were Rwby, I'll be like, you know what? You want to be that way? Fine. Consider our friendship no more. I don't want to talk to you ever again. I don't want to see you ever again. If you want to blame me, if there's anyone you want to blame yourself. Well, because, yeah, that's what I would do if I were Rwby. I would just stand there, take the hit like that. If anything, I'll push back. I'll be like, oh, so you want to blame me for what happened? Oh, look who's talking, Mr. I Let Pyrrha Die. Just, honestly, when I saw this episode, I was kind of shocked. And angry and sad, and I was just, my emotions were all over the place. I literally had to ask Super Burning Godzilla and Dark Dragon to watch the last 3 episodes. I literally had to ask them to watch the last 3 episodes for me, which I'm really grateful that they did. Thank you so much, Super Burning Godzilla and Dark Dragon. There was another thing that I didn't like, and that was Blake and Yang kiss. And you already know that I do not support Bumblebee, so I don't need to explain again. And I felt like, honestly, I don't care how many people are gonna hate this, but I don't care. I felt like the confession between Blake and Yang was forced to happen. The reason why I say that is because a lot of people have been basically demanding for a Blake and Yang kiss. And I feel like the confession was just kind of pushed, you know? And a little rushed at the same time. That's how I felt when I was watching episode freaking 6, and like when I was watching episode freaking 6, I was just like, wow. Like, literally, these characters literally had all the time in past volumes to confess. Why wait now? Why decide to wait to go into a motherfucking fairy tale world and confess your feelings there? Like, why wait there instead of confessing your feelings back on your world? That's another reason why I hate, well, I wouldn't say hate. The reason why I don't like Volume 9, Episode 6, because I feel like that, like, when these characters were finally letting out their feelings, they were very hesitant. And I could see that in their eyes. I could see that they were basically hesitant. And I was just like, wow, it's like you guys don't want to let out your feelings. Like, seriously? Like I understand a part of them was nervous and didn't want to let out their feelings outright immediately. But it wasn't just them being nervous. Like, if you guys go back and watch Volume 9, Episode 6, you can see the resentment in both Blake and Yang's eyes. It's like they really didn't care about each other, which is another reason why I don't support Bumblebee.